Good evening, YouTube friends and family. This is Laura coming to you with another short video. And today's video, we're going to talk about dysfunction or dysfunctional. We hear that word thrown around a lot. And so let's just talk about that today. What it is and what it feels like. And during my research, I learned that you can either inherit dysfunction or you can be plunged into dysfunction. And today we're going to focus on more of what it feels like to be plunged into dysfunction. And so when I think about dysfunction, I think about, for example, let's say you were told to pack your bags, you're going on a trip, you board the airplane, and the airplane drops you and your luggage in the middle of a war zone. So imagine that. Imagine expecting that you're going on a lavish vacation. You weren't told where you were going, but you were told to pack your bags. And so, of course, you pack your bags for a vacation. And imagine yourself being dropped in a war zone. You have no training on how to handle this. You're totally unprepared. So that's how it feels to be plunged into dysfunction. So you're dropped in the middle of this war zone. Imagine there are bombs going off over your head. There are rounds being fired. You're not prepared. There are people yelling. There's complete chaos. You're being told to go this way, go that way, go back, stay. There's no order. You feel unprotected. Okay. And by the time you settle in, okay, you're told you have to move again. Okay, you're sleep deprived and you're dropped into this undisclosed location where everything is just upside down and there's so much going on and there's nothing being resolved. It is complete chaos, you know. So what happens to you? You start to feel uncertain. You start to feel confused. Of course, fear and anxiety will set in. You feel so everything is out of order, upside down. You feel totally unprotected. Right now, your world feels uncertain. So that, my friend, is how it feels to be plunged into dysfunction. Another example of being plunged into dysfunction, the Bible states that when King Saul met David and David approached him about going out to fight Goliath, he told David, well, here, put on my armor and then go out and fight. Well, David tried the armor on and it didn't fit. And so David said, you know what? I cannot fight this battle in your armor. I have to go out and I have to fight this battle the way I am. I have to fight this battle as myself. Your armor just doesn't fit. And so if you're not accustomed to dysfunction and you're plunged into dysfunction, you're trying to make yourself fit into a situation and a location in which you just don't fit. And so, my friend, this is how it feels to be plunged into dysfunction. Now, at the beginning, I mentioned that you can also inherit dysfunction. And what I mean by inherit dysfunction, which means that you come from a dysfunctional background. Your family was dysfunctional. You had a dysfunctional parent. You came from a dysfunctional workplace. You yourself was dysfunctional due to something happening to you, whether it be trauma or something happened in your life that caused you to function in dysfunction. And a lot of times when people function in dysfunction, they feel that it's okay, that it's normal. They're so accustomed to the dysfunction that everything that's going on around them, it feels normal. But to a person who's not accustomed to this, when they walk into this, everything looks like chaos and confusion to them. everything feels foreign. Everything feels upside down. It feels like it doesn't fit. And so it's impossible for a normal functioning person to function in dysfunction. Another way that you can inherit dysfunction, you may be in a dysfunctional marriage and you've just become accustomed to the way this marriage operates. And my friend, what dysfunction is when in a relationship, the relationship fails to meet normal expectations for both parties. And so in my next video, I'm going to give you 10 characteristics of a dysfunctional family or a dysfunctional relationship. So tune into my next video and I'm going to give you 10 character traits of a dysfunctional family or a dysfunctional relationship, or things that just happen in dysfunctional relationships, period, whether it's a marriage, a family, or a workplace. Okay, so I thank you so much for listening. If you enjoy the content of my YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and please share. And don't forget to tune in for the next video in which you'll receive the 10 characteristics of a dysfunctional relationship. Okay? And thank you so much. And as always, until we meet again, bye-bye, my friends.